But we begin tonight with a controversy over cable TV options in Canada, just days before companies are required to start rolling out basic packages, giving consumers more freedom in picking the channels they want. We're learning that one major provider is telling staff to downplay the new $25 skinny option. An option that, yes, has been mandated by the broadcast regulator here in Canada. And as the CBC's Renee Filippone reports, a Bell employee says the company is trying to make that cheaper package unattractive.
Canadians have long wanted more choice in cable TV, and that's the point of the CRTC's new rules. The ability for consumers to pare down their cable packages, take fewer channels, and perhaps pay less. But that may not be all that easy. A Bell employee who asked to remain anonymous because he fears retribution from the company says they're making the skinny basic package simply unbuyable. What's been explained to me is that maybe 1% of people would be interested in getting it. The employee says when you add extra channels, services, fees, the price climbs. This appears to be similar to the packages unveiled by other cable companies.
From a corporate perspective, they're saying that this is not only not profitable for them, but people aren't actually going to want it. And the only reason that they're doing it is to implement it out of obligation to the CRTC regulations.
CRTC rules say the companies must promote this skinny package. A Bell training document leaked to the CBC has a simple message for staff. Do not promote the starter TV package. There will be no advertising, and this package should only be discussed if the customer initiates the conversation. In response, Bell said they would not comment on anonymous claims or documents and that they will follow all CRTC rules, as we always do. Earlier this week, the CBC reported a Rogers employee who said they were being told to downplay the new package as well. The company denied it, saying they just want to make sure customers know the basic plan isn't right for everyone. The CRTC says it's monitoring the rollout.
We do have our own means and renewals and hearings and different ways to investigate the conduct of the companies. And so we will be watching.
Experts say for the companies, this is about selling their best high-priced products. It's about business. Yet many consumers may be left feeling the TV providers aren't following the spirit of the new rules. Renee Filippone, CBC News, Toronto.
Well, someone who's very familiar with these service providers and their past billing practices and current is Graham Williams. He's our tech expert. So should we really be surprised by this development?
To be honest, I don't think we should be surprised. We've seen over the course of the last 5 to 10 years that these corporations are making massive profits. And anything that really threatens that, I think, is something that they are going to push back against. It really is no surprise that they're trying to keep this under wraps to a certain degree.
Okay, the CRTC says it's going to be keeping an eye on these folks. Does it really have the teeth that I guess it's purporting to have?
I think they do. I mean, this is, for the first time in a long time, the CRTC actually has reached out and made change happen. We've seen the skinny packages come about. We're seeing pick and pay coming later this year. And we've also seen some changes in the cellular industry. So it looks like they really do have the intensity to go forward with what it is that they say they're going to do.
Chairman's been pretty aggressive too recently, taking shots at CEOs attached to these companies. So they're on the record of saying they're keeping an eye on them. I guess at the end of the day, the real question for those of you who follow technology and where things are trending is the cat out of the bag? Is this all too late? And is this latest development just going to backfire against these companies?
I think that's difficult to say, but the one thing that I'm hearing most predominantly is, what's a TV? The scuttlebutt right now is, I have my computer monitor, I have my phone, I have my tablet. I don't want to be sitting down and watching a channel with ads. I can either buy those programs piecemeal through different services like iTunes and Google Play. I can stream them online through services like Netflix. Do I really need to be paying for this package every month? So what I'm hearing really is too little too late from a lot of people out there. I think there is a sweet spot out there for people who do want cable television. They want the ease of it. But if these companies do go ahead and they price it incorrectly, if it's just a little too high, that difficulty is going to be hard to get over for a lot of consumers, and they're just going to say, you know what, I'm going to go with streaming.
Yeah, and I wonder if they are pushing something that they're not supposed to be pushing necessarily, selling us up rather than giving us the straight goods, if that will, in effect, turn people off all the more. I mean, you're a tech expert, you're not a consumer expert, but you're a consumer. How would you feel about that?
It's because I've made these phone calls. I've called in and said, you know what, I'd like to bring my cable bill down, and you always get that little bit of hesitation. I think we've all done the dance. I'm going to cancel my service, and you get through to somebody in retention who then cuts you a deal. We don't want to be playing games with our cable providers anymore. It's time for them to stop playing games with us.
Graham Williams, nice to see you.